Ladies and gentlemen, today we have reached a new milestone with 8 all-new initiatives and 2 recap initiatives. Let me begin with the new projects that have yet to be announced. Within the palm oil and rubber NKEA, Kuala Lumpur Kepong Berhad, or KLK, will invest in 4 major projects in an effort to develop the downstream sector of the palm oil industry. The first project is an integrated methyl ester sulfonate and fatty alcohol plant, while the second project is a plant to produce specialty fatty ester. The third project is a plant to produce high-grade tocotrienol and isomers, while the fourth is the development of the world-class Research and Development Center. KLK will invest 706 million ringgit in this project that will generate 1.15 billion ringgit in G&I by 2020 and provide 205 job opportunities upon the completion of these projects. In an effort by the Ministry of Health to educate the Rakyat on healthcare, I am pleased to announce Medic TV as the official broadcast channel for MOH. This initiative within the Communications Content and Infrastructure NKEA will initially be available on IPTV and will also be made available online. In the first phase of this initiative, Varsity Data Tech Berhad will deploy 1,410 TV sets in 168 locations nationwide, including 138 hospitals, 15 Jabatan Kesihatan Negeri offices, 5 clinics Satu Malaysia, and 10 MOH sites in Putrajaya. A content committee has been set up to meet regularly to determine the content for this channel, which will focus primarily on the prevention of common diseases. This project will involve an investment by Varsity Data Tech Berhad of 400 million ringgit by 2020, and this will be recouped by the company through advertising revenue and will create about 650 jobs. Within the Business Services NKEA, Strand Aerospace Malaysia Sdn Berhad will spearhead an initiative to develop and position Malaysia as a hub for high-value engineering services. The initial focus is to develop 2 established Malaysian pure-play engineering services players to a critical mass by the year 2013. This organization will focus on specific capabilities and build compelling value propositions around engineering services. The first phase will establish Strand Aerospace Malaysia as a benchmark for other global original equipment manufacturers and potential investors to initiate private investment in developing pure-play engineering services solutions in Malaysia. It will also establish the human capital development infrastructure that will provide the industry with ready manpower needed to sustain this investment. This EPP will involve the investment of 177 million ringgit by 2020 that will see a G&I impact of 3.5 billion ringgit in 2020 and the creation of about 6,000 jobs by 2020. As you are all aware, Malaysia intends to transition from the agriculture industry to agribusiness within the ETP. To this end, Hanan Corporation Sdn Berhad will invest in the establishment of 2 aquaculture complexes comprising a 121-hectare aquaculture complex in Slinsing and a 323-hectare aquaculture complex in Pulau Gula, both located in the state of Perak. These complexes are projected to produce 14,000 tons of white shrimp per year. With an investment of 72.6 million ringgit, this initiative is expected to generate a G&I of 223 million and create 1,000 jobs by 2020. Also within the agriculture NKA, Nova Laboratories Sdn Bhd has been identified as one of the major companies to drive herbal products into the high-value segment of nutraceuticals with preclinical, clinical claims or botanical drugs. A total of 16.29 million ringgit will be invested in R&D as well as preclinical and clinical trials to develop 3 high-value herbal products and commercialize them. This company aims to develop 3 products, namely Hepara P capsule as a liver protection agent, and external anti-aging product and oral anti-aging product. These 2 products will have skin lightening effects. Within the wholesale and retail NKA is an initiative to provide more exposure to our small and medium enterprises through a common virtual retail platform known as the Virtual Mall. This initiative is a collective effort in engaging the next generation of shoppers who are tech-savvy. Doorstep Retail Sdn Bhd will invest in this initiative that will also provide a platform of convenience to SMEs in terms of technical support and facilities. This initiative is a move forward from Doorstep's current successful e-commerce model focused on selling groceries online. In addition, it is selling lifestyle products such as gaming products, software, sports items, magazines, and ladies' products. With an investment of 35 million ringgit from Doorstep by 2020, this initiative will generate a GNI impact of 2.7 billion ringgit and create about 1,000 jobs by 2020. In addition, Koperasi Jiwa Malaysia Berhad will lead an initiative to provide a virtual mall platform for SMEs to enter the online sphere. By leveraging on its established portal, Koperasi Jiwa will allow local SMEs to expand their target market to a much larger audience. Encouraging the use of e-commerce creates economies of scale, reducing overhead costs and maximizing revenue. This initiative will see the investment of 15 million ringgit by Koperasi Jiwa that will generate 20 million in GNI by 2020. Under the Electronics and Electrical NKA, Hong Leong Manufacturing Group has acquired a strategic share in DSEM Holdings Sdn Bhd, a manufacturer of proprietary thermal substrates for the global LED industry. DSEM, a supplier to major US and European brands, is expected to evolve from contract manufacturing into a company that produces, distributes, and markets its own brand. DSEM aims to be the leading Malaysian LED producer for export, meeting international green technology standards. This venture is expected to create high-value jobs, especially in product development, business development, and materials engineering. This strategic partnership is expected to have a GNI impact of 300 million ringgit and 350 jobs by 2020. That concludes the new ETP initiatives. Moving on to provide a consolidated view of today's ETP updates, I would like to recap 2 of the initiatives that have been previously announced. Firstly, within the Greater KL Klang Valley NKA, we aspire for KLL to be a magnet for dynamic firms and global talent. To help achieve this, Invest Kuala Lumpur has been established to attract, facilitate, and service large foreign multinationals' investment into KL Klang Valley. It aims to position Greater Kuala Lumpur Klang Valley as one of the world's top dynamic investment destinations by attracting companies that are regionally and globally focused, creating world-class businesses, and generating value-add career opportunities. Secondly, within the healthcare NKA, Clinical Research Malaysia, or CRM, is a non-profit organization, site management organization that will transform Malaysia into a preferred destination for contract clinical research. It will provide a unique entry point with a single information and referral system to access an extensive network of 341 hospitals and hundreds of clinical trial sites. The government will invest $5.7 million in this organization that will facilitate clinical trial standards such as GCP certified investigators, potential recruitment sites, transparency in financial processes, and oversight on contract research in government hospitals. The promotion of clinical trials in Malaysia will enable us to tap into the global contract research industry worth $20 billion globally. As of May 2011, 51 clinical trials have been facilitated with a GNI impact of 38.96 million. Combined, these 10 initiatives within 8 NKAs will account for about 1.43 billion in investment, 8.4 billion ringgit in GNI, and 9,965 new jobs. On a cumulative basis, the ETP has to date recorded 171.21 billion ringgit in investment, 228.55 billion in GNI, and 372,361 new jobs.